Hello, my name is Alad Zohar with Making Space in Music, and today we'll be talking about the rebound. So before we talk about what a rebound is, let's go ahead and talk about a quick vocabulary word that every young conductor should know, and that's the ictus. The ictus is the point at which your rebound will initiate. Essentially, it's the point where the beat happens. So now that we've talked about what an ictus is, let's start covering what a rebound is. Rebound is basically the thing that happens right after you hit your ictus. It's the thing that the point in which you go away from where the beat is, and it's a very, very simple mechanism that will help you establish a clean conducting pattern. So there's two components to the rebound that aren't the most intuitive initially, but as you practice will become much, much easier with time. So the first is gravity and kind of the gravitational look of a rebound. The second is the way we use our wrist to flick right at the ictus and create the effect of as little space and time on the ictus, and that's what makes our conducting pattern look clean. So now we've talked about the rebound, the ictus, let's talk about elbow control. So part of learning how to create a good rebound is understanding the fulcrums in our arm. So there's a fulcrum in the shoulder, fulcrum in the elbow, and a fulcrum in the wrist. Those are the three main fulcrums that we'll consider in our conducting fundamentals. And so we'll start with the elbow, try and keep the shoulder stationary, and the wrist will again be doing minimal flicks to create a clean rebound. So go ahead and try this with me. We're gonna go ahead and create a set position. We're just gonna focus on our right arm. I'm gonna be mirroring you. We're gonna go ahead and use only our elbow as a fulcrum, trying to keep the shoulder stationary. And let's go ahead and just rotate on this fulcrum. So what we wanna do as we're practicing getting into this conducting shape is keep the elbow where it is, but rotate around it. A simple exercise that can help you isolate your elbow a little more is to actually just go ahead and grab that elbow and rotate your arm. Standing in front of a mirror is actually a great way to be able to tell if you're doing this correctly or not. But if we're able to rotate our arm and it seems as though the elbow isn't moving, we're in the right place. This is an exercise you should do on both sides. You'll do it on your right arm and you can do it on your left arm. And this really helps us identify that we're conducting with the cleanest possible pattern. The reason I say that is because the more fulcrums you use at a time, the more extraneous motion can be misinterpreted by members out on the field. So what you do essentially by isolating one fulcrum is you create a more concise conducting pattern that can then be interpreted more consistently across an entire band on a field. So now that we've talked about how to rebound, let's go ahead and practice. I'll have a metronome on at 100 beats per minute. We're gonna do 16 beats with just the right hand. Again, focusing on our posture of breathing, but also how we utilize that elbow and our fulcrum, and also trying to create that clean gravitational look and a nice clean flick at that ictus. This isn't gonna be something that comes to you very quickly, but with more practice, it'll get easier. Here we go. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Nice. So if you want to, feel free to rewind the video and practice that a few more times on your own, or put on a metronome at home and just go ahead and practice that in the mirror. This is a mechanic that, like I said, isn't the most intuitive, but is very important in building our fundamental understanding of how to create a clean conducting pattern. So with that said, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Alad Zohar with Making Space in Music, and I'll catch you next time.